Okay. What was your first memory?
The memory's going to have to think about the memory, okay?
Yeah.
So I think I know what my first memory was. I remember being in a hospital room, and I was a little over 2 years old. Um, I had to have some eye surgery because when I was born, I had incredibly crossed eyes, and they just wouldn't work at all. So they waited till I was just old enough to have some surgery. But I recounted this memory, to my folks many times when I was younger, and I guess they believed me. But the memory is this: there's a kind of an industrial green wall, and I'm in this small crib, and I'm in a corner, and I can see Venetian blinds, not the little ones, but kind of thick ones, from like the 40s. And it's a clinical green, the walls are. They're kind of a sea foam green, maybe a little bit darker than that. And the whole room is filled with that kind of light. It's diffused, and I'm inside of I guess it's like a bassinet, right? It's like a little kid's crib that you wouldn't fall out of. And I just had this view of the ceiling and the walls, and hearing conversations. So it's a kind of an abstract memory. I'm not in any pain, but I'm looking around, and from my memory of it, I can see some things, and that's about it. That's actually my first memory.
Do you think that sticks out because that was maybe like the first time you were able to fully see things and focus, or?
I don't know. I mean, I think it might have been before the surgery, because um, they did two different surgeries, and I think that they had to wait for one eye to heal, and then they would do the next. So I think this was a memory from before I had either of the eyes worked on. So
Hmm.
I don't even know how it came up years ago, and so kind of the memory is hitched onto the memory of talking about memories, right?
Mm.
Which is interesting thing about talking with parents or loved ones, or brothers, sisters, relatives, about generational memory, right? Because then it's like people don't know, like, is that a memory of a photograph you took, or is that a memory of a conversation we all had together? It was just sort of an impression, really, and in my memory, it might as well just be like a really short little video clip, right? It's like a 5-second video clip that just plays, almost like some shadows moving on a wall, a green tonality, the Venetian blinds, and that's it. It's almost like a vignette, or an edit from a scene, you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Almost
Um,
like gestural.
yeah, it's just a moment. It's like a 5-second clip,
Yeah.
but there's no real content. But there's just enough to sort of set the scene.
Do you have anything like super between that, or was it kind of just that little vignette and then suddenly you're six? You
Oh
know?
wow. Oh yeah, tons of memories from around that time. They say that stress sometimes really locks memories in, for people psychologically. And I guess the two I just recalled, they don't come out of like stress. They come out of more like wonder. So I guess they kind of just made an impression on me. I think those are just sort of remnants, like those older memories. They're really a kind of a they're like the old they're like the photographs in the shoebox. You know. Um,
Lovely. Well, thank you, Jack.
yeah, sure.